Hello everyone, my name is Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Dear Monster. I think this should be the last episode of this route. We will finally be seeing the ending that I have been leading us towards. Oh boy, here we go! Alright, so last episode we had a epic showdown against Imbriss, all because Faeryn is dumb. Oh, and but the only good thing that came out of it was that Alan was able to break through this supposed block that his aunt had, I guess, placed on him or something when he was younger. And so now he's able to fully access and use his magic. But he had to use it out of desperation, so that was pretty scary. But now Alan was like, you know what? This was scary. This was horrible. Let's just go. I don't want to do this anymore. But now Imbriss is like, F you guys. Which, can you really blame him? He's like, what, you gonna pick a fight with me and then run? Like, what the frick? Oh, Imbriss, you're so... Oh, I love you. What's up, babe? What's up? This is the first thing I see when I boot up the game. Your sexy face. Like, ugh. It's too early in the morning for this, man. It's either late at night when I record or early in the morning, so it's like, bam, hit me across the face with sexiness early in the morning, or bam, waking me up late at night when I'm already dead tired and I'm like, oh no, I'm wide awake now. How am I gonna go to sleep? Then I go to bed and dream of you, Imbriss. Okay, sorry. Oh, sorry, not sorry. If you think I'm just going to let you go, you're dumber than those bricks you smashed. Yeah, I didn't think it would be that easy. What do we have to do to get out of here in one piece? One Piece, my favorite anime slash manga of all time? Like, seriously, I've been thinking about it, and I have to say that is my favorite. Hands down, my favorite. I have several that really come close to it, but it is my favorite. It really is. It has everything I love in it, except for BL. But it has plenty of shipping opportunity. And yet, for some reason, I think One Piece is one of those that I'm okay without too much shipping. Like, I kind of dabbled in it a little here, a little there, but I'm not obsessively into it for some reason. Like, I am so happy with the platonic relationships that I actually don't really need or want the shipping. I I actually like it. I like the Nakama ship, they call it, the friendship between Luffy and his crew, that I kind of just want it all to stay friendly, platonic family thing going on. And I don't want any romance to kill it. The only one that I'm like, there's another ally he makes later that is very popular that people ship him with, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that one I can get behind. I'm like, okay, he's not directly in the crew, so that one is that's a pretty cute ship. Um, yeah, I don't want to get too much into One Piece, talking about it, but I've been trying to get Coco and Smooth and some other people into it. But I know it's an undertaking, and I fall behind all the time because it's so long, and I can't watch anime while I do work because it's too distracting. Because I always want to really pay attention to anime. I want to look at it, I want to listen, everything. Compared to like YouTube videos, which I can kind of multitask with most of the time. But damn, I miss it. I miss it. I miss it so much. I'm like probably 100 something episodes behind. Even though it sounds like a lot, it's not that much. You can catch up. It's not that bad, you guys. I promise. It's worth it. It's so worth it. All right. Anyway. Huh, that's easy. All this fighting made me super horny. Fuck me and I'll let it slide. Again, Empress? Damn, he real thirsty. Like, I'm sorry, I was thirsty, but he real thirsty. Like, at the beginning, he was like, hey, want a threesome? And now he's like, hey, we just fought. Now I'm really horny again. Come on. Like, after everything that they have put him through, he still wants it. I'm just saying. Like, damn, Imbriss. Ooh, he is a persistent one. I give you kudos for that. Whew. Can't blame you though. Alan is hot. Faeryn is hot but crazy. What? Alan's like, oh, well, if we can make it out of this alive, why not? Oh no. Ember smirks, then grabs his bulge. Slowly, he starts stroking it, his eyes locked with mine. The pit of my stomach tightens, and I swallow hard. I cannot but wonder how it'd feel to get pounded by that huge dick. Oh my. And then the guilt hits me. I look at Faeryn, trying to focus on what he's feeling. Behind the wall of anger and disgust, there's a trace of lust. Most of it is directed at me, but not all. Of course, you know there would be total hate sex between Faeryn and Imbriss. Ellen is mine. So? I hate you. I hate you too. That's totally how it would go. I realize he's curious. Deep down, he wants to try doing it with me and Imbriss, but he would never admit it. I shall leave the decision to you, Alan. So, here's the thing. Of course, I've played this already. This is a hidden, not so hidden, achievement that you can only get on this route. Not on Imbriss's, only on Faeryn's. And, of course I've gotten it already, and I've seen it, and it's interesting. But it would be difficult to edit, actually, to censor, just because of positioning and angles. It's interesting, the three of them. Very, very hot, very nice to look at, but it wasn't what I wanted. Like, I'll say positioning wise, I wanted Alan in the middle. That's what made sense to me. I thought they would want Alan in the middle between them, but no. It ended up with Faeryn in the middle. In a... I'm not going to describe it, but yeah, Faeryn. I was like, no, why? I wasn't too happy about that part. But I guess it kind of makes sense with the whole hate sex thing. Yeah, it was alright. I was happy it happened just because, hey, a threesome, yay, cool, you know. And it made sense that it was between the two guys, Red and Blue, and that they kind of hate each other, and it's been building up for a while. So it was cool, but we're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna edit that. If you guys want to see it, you should buy the game, play it for yourself. It's interesting. If you want to see it, I think you should go for it. Not 100% like everything I was personally hoping for, but it wasn't bad. I was okay with it. I was still pretty happy it happened. And hey, I got to see more of Imbriss, and I was like, yeah. The Imbriss and Alan looked really hot in it. You know, Faeryn, I'm like, eh. If I could have replaced Faeryn's part in it and put... I don't know. Who would I have replaced Faeryn with? I don't know. Because I'm trying to think right now, and I'm like, I don't know who else serves a good balance in the cast. I guess it had to be Faeryn. Based on personality. Yeah, I guess so. Because Hikmet is too cold and standoffish to really... Yeah, I guess. I kind of would have been... It would have been interesting to see if Hikmet could have shown a little more in response against him. I would have liked to see that, actually. Because you know I love Hikmet. But it makes sense that they did it with Faeryn. Eh. Because it definitely would not have been Momo. Eh. Oh well. So yeah, we're refusing. Sorry, would have been hot as hell, but it makes sense for the route we're on anyway. This very, like, devoted to Faeryn and, everything Faeryn wants goes route. So yeah, it makes total sense that we refuse. Faeryn's relief floods my mind. I sense a tiny wave of disappointment ripple inside, but I ignore it. Imbriss clicks his tongue, then glares at me. He's like, damn it, when do I never get my chance with you? Don't worry, Imbriss, you'll get your chance in another life, in another world. Human, you asked me for a way out, and I fucking gave it to you. Don't try my patience. We do not consent to this. We have a bond, and it's important to us. It's also exclusive. The only guy I want to have sex with is Faeryn, which is super sweet and, like, the right answer, right? I mean, as hot as that would have been, this is the correct answer. You have a bond, it's exclusive, that's important to say. Thank you, Alan. That's very respectful. Even though Faeryn is Faeryn. Alan, I feel the same way. For fuck's sake, what's the big deal? It's not like you're gonna lose anything, and I saw the way you were looking at my dick. You're dying to take it up your ass. I shake my head, moving closer to Faeryn. Fine, just don't beg me to stop when I'm burning your skin off. You don't want to fight us either. Oh really? And why is that? That energy I hit you with? It was a lot. I never really used it before, so I probably accumulated an insane amount of magic over the years. I felt how powerful that blast was. There you go, Alan, using your brain. Got you. You got it. I think it was more than you could handle, so you used most of the magic from the room to shield yourself. And now, neither of us has much left. Who knows what's going to happen if we fight? You're reckless, but you're not stupid. You don't want to take that chance. So either come up with something else, or let us go. Oh, Alan. You're cool. He's so cool. I like this side of him a lot. For what seems like an eternity, Imbriss doesn't say anything, just glares at me. I clench my fists and refuse to lower my gaze. I can't show him how scared I am. Finally, he barks out a laugh. You've got more guts than I give you credit for, human. You're wasted on that horse of yours. He's like, damn, I want you even more. I ship it so hard. Imbriss really likes him, you guys. God, they're so freaking cute together. I can't wait to get to his route. Fine. Get the fuck out of my sight. Bye, babe. I'll see you soon. We're almost done with Faeryn. I love you. He's like, Alan? Like, no, that's Biggs talking to you. I nod, my muscles relaxing. Faeryn extends a hand and a portal appears. We jump through it. So Coco left a comment, I think, was it the last episode? That apparently when when Faeryn is annoying me, I'm like, Faeryn! I didn't even realize, have I been doing that the whole LP, you guys? Or at least since we've been on Faeryn's route? Have I been, like, exasperatedly shouting or saying Faeryn's name? I don't know. Or was it just that episode? But, like, seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if I've been doing it. Phew, that was close. Helen! Faeryn closes the distance between us and jumps into my arms. I'm so glad you refused to mate with that savage, horrible creature. Promise me you will never let anyone other than me have you. Yeah, I promise. He presses me closer to him, so tight I can barely breathe. But I don't let go. That possessiveness. I want to accept it. I want to accept all of him. That's the problem, Alan. No, don't accept all of that. That's so bad. That's such a red flag. No. We go to the kitchen. Slagathor is not there, but he left plenty of food for us. Faeryn eats a few pieces of fruit. I devour everything in sight. I think my body's trying to replenish all the energy I used to fight Imbriss. When I'm so full I can't eat anymore, we walk to my room. You were marvelous today, dear Alan. Oh, when I recall how you struggled before, how you doubted your abilities. It is all in the past now. You shine so brightly today. How my heart rejoices. Well, I still chickened out in the end. But yeah, today was amazing. I fought a dragon, and I even managed to land a punch on him. Still feels surreal. I could not ask for a more enthusiastic and capable ally in battle. I'm so proud of you. He gives me a big smile, and I return it. Thank you. This means a lot. I'm also happy that you're with me. Oh, of course, I will always be with you. Well, I mean, I shall leave you now, but only so you can recover your strength. Please rest your body and mind, Alan. We shall resume your training tomorrow. Yeah, good night, Faeryn. Wait. Yes? I made some progress with my magic, so maybe tomorrow we can examine the barrier? I'm actually starting to wonder if I forgot something. Maybe this isn't the last episode. Uh-oh. Because I'm starting to remember there might be one more part that happens. Oh, darn it. Darn it. This might take longer than I thought. Ah, one more. Shoot. Unless I make this a really long one. But my recording session, I might have to cut it in half. We'll see, guys. Because I don't have much time to record today. I have something planned. So we'll see. If it might be a little awkward, I might have to just record, stop recording, and then continue recording later and splice it together, and it might be a really long episode. Because I really want to finish this today. This part, this route. Maybe that's what I'll do. We'll see. I don't know how long this will take. Faeryn? It saddens me to say this, but I think your magical proficiency is yet lacking. The barrier is a strange, unknown entity. It is nothing like me or my companions have ever seen. It would be much too dangerous for you to examine it now. Uh-huh, sure. I don't trust him. Oh, I see. Please be patient. This is just the beginning of our journey. Tomorrow, we shall have another wonderful adventure. But I promise that someday in the future we shall examine the barrier, when you are ready. Okay, I guess you know best. Good night. Good night, dear Alan. Faeryn beams at me and leaves the room. I take a shower and go to bed. Faeryn always praises me sincerely. He's so different from my aunt. After so many years of trying to please her, I finally met someone who likes me just as I am. I realize I haven't thought about my old life for quite a while. When I recall it again, everything seems so bleak, boring, meaningless. Even med school. After today, I don't feel like burying my nose in books and studying ever again. Why would I want to be a doctor if I can have so much more? Faeryn is right. The barrier can wait. Faeryn, there are things I don't know about him, questions I haven't asked, but there's still time for the difficult stuff. For now, I just want to enjoy my time with him. See, but the problem is, if you just ignore the difficult questions, then you're never going to get the guts to ask them. And you really should have been asking them, dude. All the red flags were there. I smile against the pillow as I drift off to sleep. I'm in my old room again. The boy is older now. He's sitting behind his desk, a pile of books around him. They're all study books. His shelves are crammed with study materials. I glance around but don't see any fiction. The fantasy posters are gone, too. Aww. Hello, dear lad. The boy jumps in his chair, then whirls around. Faeryn smiles at him, but the boy doesn't smile back. His body tenses, and his mouth sets into a tight line. Oh, it is so good to see you. Every time we say goodbye, I'm counting the days until we can meet again. Hi. Is everything all right? Ah, your room looks a bit different. Where are your fantasy books and posters? I threw them away. I do not understand. Those were your most treasured belongings. Why on earth would you dispose of them? It's a waste of time. I'm too old for that. Dear Alan, you can never be too old for adventure. You told me yourself how much you enjoy venturing into new worlds, slaying monsters, becoming the hero. It's just on paper. It's not like I can ever go there. Ah, but it is not so. Perhaps someday, might be sooner than you think. I shall take you with me, and together we shall embark on the greatest, most epic adventure. When? You always come here and tell me about all those great things, but when I ask you to take me away from here, you never do. Who knows how many years this was? Oh, this is now. Maybe? Or closer to now. I don't know. Those stupid fantasy books won't help me get to med school. I need to stay at the top of my class, so I need to study. I need to learn useful things and stop wasting my time on pointless stuff. Did your aunt tell you to throw it all away? It doesn't matter. I need to focus on what's real. Oh, but how can you say this? You know magic is real. You have seen me cast spells so many times. You are the only magical thing in my life, but you just sit here, and then you make your portal and go away. Just once, I want to go with you, see your home, see the mansion, see other worlds. I'm terribly sorry, but I cannot take you. I cannot hide my presence from your grandfather. And if he ever discovered what I've done, I do not know what... Maybe you're not even real. Maybe I'm sick. Alan, please stop. You're breaking my heart. Even if you're real, so what? You don't care about me. No one does. The boy's lip trembles. Tears pour down his face, and he bows his head. His body shakes with quiet sobs. Faeryn's eyes shine as if he was holding back tears himself. He kneels before the boy and gently takes his hands. Alan, I did not realize how much you were suffering. I have failed you. But please believe me when I say this. I love you from the bottom of my heart. You do? Yes, and I will always love you. No matter how many years pass, no matter what you might think of me, my feelings shall remain unchanged. It's kind of sad, really. He meant well, but because he saw a lonely child, right? A lonely, neglected child. But by going in and visiting him like this and giving him hope, he actually ended up hurting him more, in a way, you know? Especially because he couldn't fulfill that hope and that promise. I mean, we don't know what's going on with the grandfather. I can't say anything, but like, why couldn't you just talk to the grandfather, talk to the aunt, tell them, hey, this child is suffering. Please, please help him. You know, like, let him live, let him be happy. There's just too much trauma, too much sadness going on here. Would you allow me to lay my head on your lap? The boy sniffs. For a long while, sorry, wrong voice. For a long while he's silent, his brows knit together, his arms clasped around his stomach. Finally, he nods and sits on the floor. Faeryn sits beside him and slowly lowers his head onto the boy's lap. When his cheek touches the boy's knees, he lets out a small sigh. Ah, I've always wondered how it would feel. Whether it would be as wonderful as I imagined, and it is. Yet it is also so much more. I feel at peace. I feel as if the peace I was missing, all those years, finally slid into place. Even if I drew my last breath right here and now, my life would be complete. It's what unicorns do in the books. Yes, my kin used to seek human company this way, a long time ago. Why did they stop? This is what I was taught, and now I realize the truth behind those words. When a unicorn lays his head on a human lap, he experiences an overwhelming sense of peace and fulfillment. He becomes vulnerable. If someone wished to harm him, it would be the perfect moment to strike. We are drawn to the pure of heart and body, and it had been used against us so many times. Oh, to be so horribly betrayed, to lose our horns and perish by the hand of those we cannot help but long for. That's horrible. I would never do something like this. Oh, of course you wouldn't, dear Alan. When I sit here with you, I feel completely and utterly safe. Being with you brings me so much joy. It breaks my heart to go back every single time. Maybe you don't have to go back? I beg your pardon? You can just stay here. I bet you know illusion magic or something. Oh, or maybe you could make yourself invisible. Or cast a spell on my aunt so she won't be able to see you. I have to say, I do feel bad, you guys. This path I chose is, I think, the only time you're not going to get to see Faeryn's true form, his unicorn form. I think the other two paths, the other two endings, you get to see it. So I'm sorry. It's cute. I feel bad. But it is what it is. I didn't even think about that when I chose this path. I forgot which ones had you get to see it or not. Alas. Guess you'll just have to play it for yourself to see it. It is what it is, though. Darn. Or maybe make yourself invisible, or cast a spell on my aunt so she won't be able to see you. That is... Well, I suppose my presence at the mansion would not be missed much, if it was only for a short while, and I could shield myself from Anna's eyes easily enough. Yeah, I think we're gonna need another episode. I'm seeing the time, and I'm seeing where we're at. This took longer than I thought, because there is some more stuff that has to happen, so I'm like, dang, I forgot. Sorry! We were so close! We're super close. I can see how much you need me, dear lad. And I need you as well. I would be honored and oh so happy to stay with you. Really? Yes. Oh, this is such a splendid idea. Why did I not think about it myself? But first, I must return and make the necessary arrangements. I shall come back to you soon. Do you promise? I swear it on my heart and horn. Await my return, dear Alan. Poor Alan, always left in the dark. Who's there? I see my own face emerge from the shadows. It looks at me, its lips curling up in a smirk. Oh boy, you really fucked yourself when you chose this guy. Even the stupid dragon would have been better. This is Binks here talking. No, I would never be this mean to Alan. It's not true. Faeryn really cares about me. Even if he knew everything, even if I told him about my parents, I'm sure he'd still... Accept you? Sure, I bet he'd say so. But why would you believe him? All he ever does is lie to you. He's not perfect, and he did lie, but now... What? He changed? You're really that stupid? What about those memories? Memories? Even here you don't remember, huh? You must have sealed them nice and tight. What are you talking about? But someday they'll come back. And then you'll wish you never met him. My shadow self laughs, and it reverberates through my whole body. Makes me feel sick. I cover my ears, but the sound doesn't go away. I wake up with a gasp. I'm so sweaty, my shirt is sticking to my back. My doppelganger's face flashes before my eyes. It makes me shiver, but I can't recall anything he said. Slowly, I get out of bed. The hair on my neck stands up as I realize I'm not alone in the room. I jerk my head left and see Faeryn standing by the window, watching me. His lips stretch into a big smile. That's creepy. Hello, dear Alan. Did you sleep well? Hi. What are you doing here? Well, I think we will leave this here. Alright. Man. Sorry. I really thought we were... I totally forgot about a whole chunk of stuff that happens right after this. Sorry. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. I really think next episode is the final one. Dang it, Binks. Dang it. Alright. Anyway. Until next time. Have a nice day.